Welcome to Blue Baron Carpet Cleaning Systems, home of the Access Point heat exchangers and Blue Baron truck mounts. And here today we have a fully finished 47XL. It's a tile and carpet slide-in machine that goes on a van or truck or box truck or sprinter. And it's a mobile cleaning unit that you can take anywhere to do tile, water recovery, and carpet cleaning. And you can even put a rotovac on here and do all kinds of different types of concrete and tile jobs. So what we have here is equipped is a 37 horse Kohler, and it's got a 1 7/16 crankshaft. It has a full TIG welded beautiful header. We have our special artwork in how we designed our headers. We're unlike any in the industry. Now our access point heat exchanger is capable of 3,500 pounds pressure rating, which means you can do any tile job. Never turn down a tile job, okay? This is an industry in which you want to take in as many types of jobs as you can in order to expand your revenue and offer a full menu of different types of cleaning jobs, and this machine will do it. The open concept allows easy cooling and maintenance, okay? So you don't have to pull off a louvered cover and nick your knuckles and get all kinds of cuts and scrapes just trying to take off a louvered cover, which is nothing more than a smother cover, and traps in the heat, which gives you early life on your engine and blower. It wears on your valves and your piston rings, as well as your rotor shaft. So you don't need trapped in heat. You want an easy breathe situation, which allows you to go in and replace the belts. This is not a coupling system, okay? A lot of the truck mounts, there's some manufacturers in different places I'm sure you know of, especially in Texas, that have the Lovejoy coupling system. Well, nothing worse than having a Lovejoy break on you and take the love and joy out of your day, because what will happen is you will lose all your vacuum. You may still have your water pump system, but guaranteed you will lose your vacuum. And what happens when you're in a time-sensitive situation where you have a function area that you're doing, and at 2 o'clock all the people are coming in? You want to be able to get those dry. You don't need a big wet puddle standing in your way of your success, and especially the fact that you're not going to get paid. You wasted all that time. You're at the very tail end of the job, and then all of a sudden the coupler breaks. God forbid anyone standing there and having pieces fly into your eye or hurt other people around you. So this unit is considered a dual wand system. It's a 47XL, fully functional. It can do 562 CFM, which allows you to do long lengths. And because of the torque, there's no lag. In other words, every time you add a load of hose or high pressure on your pump, you create a load on the crankshaft. That means the governor that's set up has to speed and change the speed of your armature, and it has to change the relative position of your armature of your throttle system in order to increase the speed, which is directed by your load. But with this unit being a 37 horse and a lot of torque, 999 cc, well, what a beautiful unit. Look, you got this up here where your oil filters, easy to get to, your oil fill. And look, you even got a nice drain here for your oil. You got a drain hose for your pump, and a little spyglass back there. And like I said, the most successful truck mounts are the open concept truck mounts that can easy breathe, easy to get into, 15-20 minutes to change out a belt. You can get under the skirting. And by the way, look at this. Quarter plate, laser cut, cutouts, elongated holes, just a beautiful sturdy frame that it's not seen in the industry, except with Blue Baron Factory will produce the highest quality frame in the marketplace today. So, laser cut, all nicely TIG welded and infrastructure, no empty pan, like with some units have an empty area where all they have is an edge here, and no infrastructure, which really does not give it a finished look, nor does it help in its rigidity and sturdiness. So with all of this, we use bar stocks, We use these, and rather than just cast fittings, bar stock is much greater in pressure rating and really works in your favor, especially in under high pressure situations and longevity. We have automatic shutdown for high limit situations, which God forbid your thermostat, something happens to your thermostat. But in most cases, we don't have those issues. So we also have an aviator throttle, okay, allows you to fine tune your RPMs. Real sturdy. Look at the casing on this thing. I mean, look at this. I mean, they use this on airplanes that are many thousands of feet in the air. You got to have something that's going to last. So the aviator throttle is great for our fleet of Blue Baron truck mounts. And we used to use the T throttle because the T throttles used to break, especially guys with big hands. They'd end up breaking. The little dowel pin would fall out, and next thing you know, you have no way of adjusting your throttle. So this is just a very, very sturdy accessory that we've added for a number of years now. Fully functional panel, chemical feed. We have last step injections, so nothing goes through your coils and your plumbing, and so it's a safer way of injecting. This is your last step injection on an AR pump with a 24 millimeter shaft. High resilient for heat, so you don't have to worry about that. Again, you got a drain and your spyglass, you got your drain, you got your pullbacks on your blower. Now when you do these belts, like I said, we don't use the coupling system. It's dangerous and also leave you in a real pickle, especially for, like I said, I've mentioned before, that in time sensitive situations where you got to get your carpets dry, say you're in a function hall and you got till 2 to finish, or later on there's going to be people there. Well, what happens if the coupler busts? If the coupler breaks, not only could you get injured by it, but also it won't allow you to get the vacuum, because the coupler, you know, these Lovejoys will definitely take the love and joy out of your life if it busts. Not to mention you may lose the job. You got personal liability with slippage and people slipping on the floors. Now you got to put dryers up, and then you got to speed up the dry process, because then you have a big wet puddle which will wick up, and it won't be clean like the way you want it to be, and your reputation will be on the line. So again, this fully functional panel, you know, it has a tag here for our number and website. Also an hour meter, which is a surplus bonus, and we got our tachometer and hour meter. In addition to that, pressure gauge for our water system, vacuum measured in HGs of lift, and a temperature gauge for your water system. And this unit also has fully functionable, separately fused for a water waste pump or fresh water demand pump, 2 separate connections, real clean, real neat. And that's the thing about our units. They're all well organized, easy to get into the parts and make adjustments or change belts. You know, a 15-minute change out on these belts, because you can get your hand underneath the skirting right here and loosen up all the bolts. Same thing with the blower. You got your pullbacks. You got your pullback over here. You've got your, that's actually your alignment for your angular alignment. That's your angular alignment. That's your pullback for your pump. And of course, you've got your pullback over here, which is on flat bar, 3/16 stainless flat bar. Nothing chintzy or underrated about this unit. We use high quality materials that cost a lot of money, but it's worth it. 3,500 pounds pressure rated means you'll get the pressure washing jobs that others have to refuse, because again, in this industry, there's a heat exchanger issue problem with a lot of these manufacturers that use copper, fin, and tube type heat exchangers that have a very low pressure rating. So with all that, this is a fully functional unit. It'll do the jobs that others cannot do. It'll do water recovery. You can put a rotovac or a spin tool on this unit and be able to do capable commercial type rated cleaning. We've got a beautiful water box here. Again, everything's bar stocked, beautifully laid out, and you'll like what you see, come down here to Florida, here in Holiday, test run one of these machines. And like I said, look, stainless braided hoses here. Stainless flex at 1 7/8 custom built hoses that are hard to find in the industry. Pulsation dampening. Everything is here. 562 CFM will do a dual wand application for this unit. You'll be able to put in long lengths of hose to do concourse areas of a bowling alley or mall or any place that requires long lineage feet of vacuum hose. So with all that, we're very proud of what we do and build. And here, of course, you have your acoustic dampening silencer. So in noise sensitive areas, it'll help you out so that you're not being too noisy. This is a quiet unit. Once it gets hooked up to your waste tank, it'll have a really nice dampening sound to it, and I think you're going to like the performance. These are beautiful machines. We have our super good repair record. We've been doing this for almost 18 years. I've been 43 years in the business. I'm a veteran of the Armed Forces, and I was a member of the Air National Guard in telecom, so I did a lot of heavy electromechanical. That was my forte, and it always has been since back then and here on. I really like what I do, and this equipment is well designed, and this open concept is a win-win. So with all that, call us today at 727-505-2989, or look us up online at truckmountstore.com 24/7. My name is Pete. I'm the designer and owner of Blue Baron. Call us today. Thank you.